Hi, so I had a request to come up with stats for the Spartan Hoplite and the Aztec Jaguar. So in this video I'm going to show the stats I came up with and how I came up with these stats. I will have the link on my new website will be updated to include these characters on my any file, along with I've updated the tags so that they make more sense, they're easier to remember. What I had before, AGT for Alexander and stuff like that, it was too complicated. This works as well. Also, I will post the stats for these characters in the description below, so you can copy and paste it into your own Notepad or Excel file, depending on which one you use. And I also have links to my website if you just want to download the latest version with them already added in for you. So at the bottom is where I've added both the Aztec Jaguar and the Spartan Hoplite. For the Spartan Hoplite, their armor is pretty similar to Alexander the Great, because when he was in Rome, he adopted the standard Greek armor, just a little bit modified. So their armor is going to have very similar stats. It's going to be a little bit less coverage. They also are going to move faster because they're athletic and it's slightly lighter armor. The Spartans have 3 weapons, which were the Javelin, the Dory, and the Xiphos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing all this correctly. The Javelin, I pretty much use similar stats to Javelins I've created with other characters, so that was pretty easy. And for my short range weapons, this reach right here, I usually take the actual reach of the weapon and divide it by 10, and that's how I get this. So their sword's 17-inch reach. That's the shortest actually for any short range weapon I've had so far. You can see other people's swords and other short range weapons have been like 27 inches, 30 something. Solid 17 inches, but it has a lot of kill power. So then with the Jaguar, they have light armor. They don't really have much armor. Their biggest piece is their chest plate, so their coverage isn't really that great, and their armor is made mainly to protect them from stone attacks, which was the weapon from their time, stone weapons. So that's why they have the highest defense is crushing defense. They were very fast, probably not the fastest. I have a couple other warriors that are slightly faster than them, but 72 is pretty good. And their weapons are just these really random weapons. I just try to compare them to other weapons I've had that were similar. Their long range one, it's pretty much a really long arrow and a sling that they use to shoot the arrow, and supposedly it's got very good range from what I've read. I've read up on actual stats for the range to come up with this reach, which that reach with a long range weapon, the reach is pretty much I enter about how many yards that weapon would have in reach. So in this example, typically probably about 225 yards I think they could get a pretty good shot off. Interesting thing about both these warriors is all their weapons are piercing type weapons. Yep. So anyways, on to the simulated fight between these two. And pretty sure I remember the names I gave them. Spartan and Aztec. And I'm going to keep everything at about the defaults. Increase the speed so I don't take too much time in this video. And I didn't create any X factors, but it would be an interesting comparison to make since Spartans are known for their athleticism and strength, and I'm sure we could dig deep and find some X factors, some advantage for the Aztecs that they could use against the Spartan as well to make for a more interesting match. But for now, I just came up with the basics, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it's too early to tell who the actual winner is. Spartans do have the advantage. And like I said, that medium range spear of theirs really seems to be doing well for them. And it's not totally obvious, but if you do the math, lethality right here in these two columns is just accuracy times the kill rate. It's too much to try and fit, you know, a whole another column of variables. So, effectively the same thing. And you'll see the Aztec Jaguars do get to start off attacking from a much further distance. Spartans have to get within 110 yards before they're going to be able to land hits. But it's probably their armor that did it for them, because Spartans come out with the win. Cool, so that's that video. Any requests, questions, anything, leave a comment. Also, feel free to download. Check the description for the download link. And thank you.